Of course, I've been at that concert hall so many times, and I must say that a State Department official was quite correct to say that it looks like a shopping mall. It is also a shopping mall. There is a concert hall and a shopping mall. It's a huge area. It's a huge building where usually thousands of people gather in order to go to cafes, restaurants, movies, and to watch a concert or something like that, or any other kind of show. And there are big shopping centers. It's a big shopping center. So I know this area very well. Although it's on the outskirts of Moscow, you have to drive there. And this is one of the reasons why it seemed so strange to me, I must say, that this means that someone was driving with weapons across Moscow, and or they hid it somewhere preliminary. But this really reminds everyone of Nordost, of Dubrovka, what's happened, the tragedy there. But also, as a Russian national, it reminded me, of course, of the 1999 explosions in Moscow and Volgodonsk. And then it turned out that it was an FSB operation under a false flag. I must say that, of course, right now, back then, President Putin was coming to power. This happened on the eve of the Second Chechen War. Putin then had to come to power on the basis of this threat of terrorism, as a savior from the threat of terrorism. He was not the most popular politician back then, but he was the head of the FSB. Now it's not very clear why he would need an additional excuse to, I don't know, start a mobilization or bomb Ukraine even harder. Why? Because this demonstrates actually the vulnerability of Moscow and of the security services. But having said that, I have to say that my first thought as a Russian national that it was just a reason, an excuse to start a general mobilization. And I must say that that was the first thought, although I must stress that for now it's not clear. Putin has this 87%, almost 90% voting rating, and this means he can do whatever he wants. But for me, first thing that came to mind were the 1999 explosions in Moscow and Volgodonsk that brought Putin to power.